Welcome to the Jill Sinclair Show, bringing you real conversations about business and life to help you to overcome your success blockers. As always, remember to subscribe, rate, and review on whatever platform you're listening or watching. Now, right now, go on over and follow Ms. Jill Sinclair on Instagram. Go to jillsinclair.com for any other questions you have, because remember, this show is for you to help you to overcome your success blockers. Now, a constant question I get asked is, how do you step beyond the fear? How do you step into the fear? How do you actually do things without having all that insecurity and that nervousness? And my first answer to you is to go listen a little bit to Gary Vee. Gary Vee is one of the OGs of the unmotivational motivation. Just fucking do it. Just do it, because guess what? We're all gonna die. So what have you got to lose? We're all gonna die, my friend. So what do you have to lose? Someone that I was working with the other day, I'm doing some courses with some young entrepreneurs, and one of them is like, oh my God, I'm so nervous to call this person. And I said, well, first of all, you got to think about this. They don't even know who you are. Like, you're on the phone, you're making a cold call. Are they writing down your name and like, oh my God, John Tam, are they going to look you up right away and think, oh, like, I'm going to blacklist this person? They're going to forget your name the minute they hang up that phone. They don't give two flying fucks about who you are until you make them care about who you are. And then all of a sudden you've created a connection, gotten them into your lives. So the whole thing about doing the cold calling and reaching out to people, remember, what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? Because when you make that first phone call, if they don't want to accept your call, or if they hang up on you, again, they don't know who the hell you are. They're not going to remember who you are. So it's basically, think about this, y'all, that you are like, you've got this anonymous head, or anonymous, what is it? The unknown comic. Oh my God, am I aging myself? So having some sort of bag over your head that no one knows who you are. No one knows who you are when you make that cold call. So just dial for dollars and keep on doing it until you make that connection, and then make that connection count. Because again, we're all going to die. So what have you got to lose? Now, this is something I use all the time. There was another young man who is also in the same course, and he totally took this to heart. He is such a joy to teach, because what he's done is, I told him that he needs to contact the CEO of this very, very large company, because he needs to do some product, get some product knowledge, and see if what his new invention is going to be viable in this market. And so instead of like going on the internet like most people do and finding some sort of obscure email, what he literally did was he drove, I think it was like something like 80 kilometers to this person's, or to this huge business. He went to the front gates and they wouldn't let him in because it's all secured. He got the direct line of the CEO, because he took the bull by the horns, and he went because he wants his entrepreneurial dreams to come true. So he didn't just try like, oh, well, I'll see if I can maybe get a hold of someone by the email. He literally went there. And guess what? He phoned the guy. The guy picked up. What? Of course he picked up. And they had a great conversation. He gave them the other person to talk to about connecting with him to make his invention a reality. This, my friend, is how you truly step forward in life. This young man, he was not, well, here's the thing. He was shaking in his boots. He was a little bit nervous. He was a little bit afraid, but he did it anyways. Because what happens, what he chose to do was he chose to pursue his dream more than he chose to hold on to his pathetic little fear. Because really, what is that fear? I have a fear of snakes. I have a fear of sharks. And I think that's pretty legit. I don't have a fear of cold calling people. Do I really enjoy it? No, I don't. But do I do it? I absolutely fucking do. To this day, I still cold call people all the time. And it's not something that I'm like, oh yeah, I get to do it. I just do it because I know it has to be done. But again, I get results from it because I don't put a big weight on it. I just make it a conversation because I know that I'm bringing massive value to these other people. So when you rechange and rejig your mind and think about things like that, this young fellow that went to and got the CEO's number, he literally, in his mindset, he's like, Jill's right. I've got something that they need, that they want. I'm going to make their lives easier. So therefore, I'm going to contact them. And look at where he is now. Like, he's already got appointments with the CEO of this large and his VPs. He's already got appointments with them to talk. All it took was a freaking phone call. So when you have the fear, again, Nike nailed it. How many years ago was that? I have no idea. Just do it. Simple as that. Just do it. Truly, everyone's got all these little things, these little catchphrases they do, but when you just step into it and you don't think about the fear, you just think about what are the results? What about the possibility? What is the possibility that I can achieve with this? What does my future hold if I pursue this? When you start to rethink that, you start to rethink your reality, you start to rethink your possibilities, and these little tiny fears no longer hold weight. Because guess what? For some of you, this is actually an excuse. Oh, I'm a little shy, I'm a little this. No, you're not. You just don't want it enough. You just don't want it enough. You want to hold on to your excuses more than you want to push through. I'm going to say it's just being a little bit uncomfortable. Is it truly a fear? No, it's not a fear. Like, what is fear? Fear is like, ah! Fear is like that shark. Fear is like that snake. Fear. That to me is fear. And fear of phoning? Really? No, you don't have a fear of phoning. You just don't want to do it because you are uncomfortable doing it. So again, reset your mind. Go, you know what? It's no big deal. If you are on your deathbed, heaven forbid, whenever that is, and you're thinking, why didn't I just phone? Why didn't I just pursue those things? Because truly, what was I going to lose? You're going to lose nothing by phoning someone, right? So again, that is the first step, is just to get into movement, just get into action and understanding what value you're bringing that person. What value are you bringing? Because when you understand the value that you're bringing them, then you can easily have that conversation. David Meltzer is someone I very, very much look up to. And he is always talking about asking people how he can be of service. And that's exactly what I say as well. How can I be of service? How can I be of service? You go in there being of service, understanding potentially what this person might need, and then you work it around to how you can mutually be beneficial to one another in this relationship. Again, life is all about having conversations. Life is about having connections. And life is about making your dreams a reality and making your dreams come true. So again, is it a fear? Or you just don't want to do it because it's uncomfortable? Rethink that, my friend. Again, remember, subscribe, rate, and review on whatever platform you're listening or watching. Go follow me on Ms. Jill Sinclair and look me up, jillsinclair.com, for any other questions you have. Because remember, overcoming your success blockers starts with you.